Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome back once again to JJ's PC Build. You know it is JJ with you once again. Today, I was sitting here going through some of the news that's going on, but I see that there's something that's cooking in the background that's not being talked about. I know some people are wondering because they all got the 7800X3D and the 7950X3D and the 7900X3D, I would imagine they have it. I don't know. So many X3Ds going from the 5000 series to the 7000 series. You got your 5600 X3D, you got your 5700 X3D, you got your 5800 X3D. It's coming out your ears 3Ds. Okay, let's go to a report that I'm taking from WccfTech. Let's go to the action screen. All right, we made it here to the action screen. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and by the way, y'all, don't forget your drinking snacks, by the way. I got mine. All right. WccfTech reports AMD Ryzen 9000X3Ds, the 3D V cache, the CPUs with Zen 5 cores, to offer cool new features, even better than the Ryzen 7000X3Ds. So you'd be saying, "Ooh, X3Ds." And you know, I did forget something, y'all. I forgot to do the big old mouse cursor because I know y'all like that big booty cursor. So here, we got it back up there for you. So let's take a look and see what's cooking. It looks like a big old chip right there. That X3D chip right there. That's big old. Okay, moving on down the road. Enough playing. AMD is working on some cool new features for its next generation Ryzen 9000X3Ds 3D V cache family. Powered by the new Zen 5 core architecture, AMD plans to make the future Ryzen 9000X3Ds 3D V cache CPUs with Zen 5 cores much more capable through new advancements. Well, at this year's Computex, AMD did not have much when it came to the combination of Zen 5 and X3D V cache, which is to be expected since the X3D SKU comes out a bit later after the standard X chips. However, PC Gamer has managed to chat with AMD Senior Technical Marketing Manager Donnie Walskrey. Hopefully I said that right, and I didn't chop it up a little bit. Hopefully I said your last name right. Where he revealed that the firm is indeed working on a future X3D processors. Here is what he had to say. Let's go down to it. This is what he had to say. The X3D stuff, we have a lot to say about it. The best part about it is we're not just resting on laurels. We're improving what we can do with X3D. It's really exciting, and I'm super looking forward to talking to people about that. It's not like, hey, we've also added X3D chips, X3D to a chip, my bad. We are working actively on really cool differentiators to make sure it's even better. We're working on X3Ds. We're working on improving it. So they're working on it. That didn't give us much, but while Donnie didn't elaborate on what those cool differentiators actually were, it might be that the firm would be working upon a varied X3D configuration for its 9000 CPUs lineup, which means that the different CPU models would be equipped with different size of 3D V cache to segregate the lineup even further. Another assumption would be that AMD might try to integrate 3D cache with its APU models. Oh God! Now they're doing neural processing, and they're going to implement 3D to their APU models. Wow, that is going to be. I could say, game changing kind of. It could improve the APU that's on there, But what's going to really improve the APU is the VRAM. When are they going to implement VRAM to integrated graphics? Because people are tired of using system RAM and having to buy faster RAM just to make the integrated graphics work and run faster. But if they're going to make it better, then that's one thing they need to concentrate on, is the VRAM for integrated graphics. If they come up with a new way to put the VRAM chips on like they do the DDR and have a slot, and you know what, they probably have a better chance to push integrated graphics to a new level. My thought, not theirs, my thought. But anyway, see, but it is uncertain for now, since it would create more die complexities. Not if they do like they're doing with the new smaller nanometer GPU dies, where they're taking the infrastructure, putting it on the back side, and putting the chips on the top side. Having more room, they could do it that way. New thing that's coming out, but that's for another video. Currently, AMD offers a single stack cache across all of its X3D CPUs, whether those will be Ryzen 5000X3Ds or Ryzen 7000X3Ds. Companies has 6 to 8 core 3D V-cache variations within the Ryzen 5000 family, and 8, 12, and 16 cores variations. I disagree with this. The Ryzen 5000 family, if they put a variation of an X3D on a 16 core processor, that means the 5950X would become a 5950X3D. That must be something that no one's talking about if they're going to do a 5950X3D, because that's got 16 core, 32 threads. You can disagree with me in the comments below, but make sure you subscribe so that way you help out the channel. Within its Ryzen 7000 family. Oh yeah, within its Ryzen 7000 family. So that's not within its 5000 family. That would be something. AMD, I'm just giving you a little bit of hints on what you can do to your AM4 platform to make it a little bit better. If you want to do X3D, then think about your 5950X and making an X3D variation. Let's see what you have cooking there. The company has also teased engineering samples featuring dual 3D cache stacks, but those didn't make it to release due to the high cost, power, and thermal characteristics. With Zen 5, we may see AMD venture more into the 3D V-cache realm with diverse offerings as mentioned above. So, single right here. What would be good, and I want you to hear me out on this, what would be good is if they can pack 16 cores and 32 threads on a single CCD. Instead of the 8 core 16 threads, 16 core 32 threads on a single CCD, then they can have more room to put another bar in there for the X3D and separate the two, put all the traces and everything on the back side of the PCB, you know, the chip die, and they could probably make it run a hell of a lot faster than they got now. But, you know, who am I to say that? I'm just a reviewer. So let's move on down the road. For now, we can expect development on future Ryzen 9000X3Ds, 3D V-cache models after the release of the next generation 9000 series processors. I added a couple things into that. If you guys notice that with the wording, I'm adding a couple things that should be there, which is set to debut within the next month. One thing is for sure, when AMD Ryzen 9000X3D CPUs launch, they are going to do some serious damage to the competitors, considering the architecture gains of the Zen 5 has brought in. Yeah, because you got to look at the 7000 series, the X3D series, and the 7000. It's already did a lot of damage, but what they're saying is this new 9000 X3D series is going to do even more. We'll see. Time will tell. So they're going to do some serious damage compares. We already got there. Considering the architecture gains they brought in, add 3D V-cache uplifts over that, and you are looking at some huge performance uplifts in gaming applications or apps that can leverage extra cache in general. So far, I have an X3D chip. I have the 5600X3D, and I leveraged it pretty good, getting the most out of it, and I'll tell you what, it's awesome. I mean, it's a 5000 series CPU, but it's the 5600X3D. I thought it was great. Especially running with the 7800 XT, I'll tell you what, my system right here, it blew away. I don't know why, because I got the 5700X, and that's the 5600X3D. It blew it away. A to Z. So I built that system. It's a Christmas build. Go watch the live stream on that. I did the Christmas build on that. So, and I did a little bit of testing on it too. It's not bad. AMD's existing Ryzen 7000X3D family, CPU family that is already available at some amazing discount prices that more or less confirms that the new launch is headed soon, which is in July. But they didn't give us an exact date in July. So we don't know if it's going to be the beginning or the end of July. We don't know. It might be on the 4th of July that they launch it. Who knows? I would be surprising if they did it on Independence Day and they launched it right on July the 4th. That would be like putting the icing on the cake. So, we have heard a Q4 2024 time frame for the release of the X3D V-cache lineup. So, stay tuned for the information. So, that's pretty much all we got there from WccfTech. And do appreciate all that good news that you done given us. It's great. So it gives us a look at what X3D is going to look like. And also to, gives us a head forward. But I'm sure we'll get more leaks and rumors about the 9000 series X3Ds coming up soon. In Q4, maybe coming in Q3. You never know. AMD might have something up their sleeve where they said, okay, well, we're going to come out with the 9000X series, and then, we're going to come out with the AM4 5900 XT, the AM4 5800 XT, and, I would really, and AMD, listen to me, I would really love if you do a 5950 X3D. Like you do the 7950 X3D, do a 5950 X3D for the AM4 series. I bet you people will be like, wow, they're coming out with an X3D chip on the biggest chip on the AM4 platform. That would be extraordinary. Especially if you could put like 120 megs of V-cache on there. Yeah, I can dream for y'all, and y'all can dream along with me. So, but anyway, I did this quick video today just to tell you what's cooking on the 9000 X3D leaks and rumors, so that way you know that we are keeping our eyes open for those X3D chips for the 9000 series. As soon as we get more information, we'll put it up on another video and we'll let you know what we come up with. But for right now, what it's looking like is that they're thinking of cooking up a good X3D chip for the 9000 series that's going to overtake the 7800 X3D and the 7900 X3D. 7950 X3D, my bad. So they're going to have something that's going to be wildly cooking larger than that from what the information that we're getting. So make sure you all stay tuned for that, and we'll have more to come on it. But if you did make it to the end of this video, and we do appreciate you, and we appreciate all our new subscribers that we've gotten to the channel, we welcome you to the family, and also to welcome to the community right here on JJ's PC Builds. Also, too, if you're looking to get in on more of the discussion of what we're talking into the background and stuff like that, we do have heated discussions and big old discussions on Discord. If you want to be a part of that discussion on Discord, then leave me a comment down below. Just say, hey, Jay, send me a link to Discord, and we'll send you a link to Discord to get you in on the action. But if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe, put a like on the video, and also too hit your notification bell and make sure it's on so you know when we post the next video. Until the next time in the next video, we will see you all on the next one.